Joints. Structural steel. Joints. Introduction. Structural element used to joint different steel members in steel framework. Provide continuity between the connected members. Historically, most the failures are caused due failure of joints. It depends upon type of loading, strength and stiffness, economy, difficulty or ease of erection. Components of joints. Bolts, welds, connecting plates, connecting angles. Classification of joints. There are 4 types of joints. First is on the basis of joining medium. Second is according to type of internal forces. Third is according to the type of structural element. And last one is according to the type of member joint. First, on the basis of joining medium. Bolted joints. Welded joint. Riveted joint. Bolted and welded joint. Bolted joints. These types of joints are fastened together by bolts. In this joint bolts may be loaded, shear, tension, or both. Types of bolts. There are 2 types of bolts. First is bearing type bolts. And another is high strength friction grip bolts. Advantages and disadvantages of bolt joints. Advantages. 1. Operation is silent. 2. No risk of fire. 3. Quicker than riveting. 4. Less manpower required. Disadvantages. 1. If these joints are subjected to vibratory loads, it cause reduction in strength and get loosened. 2. Unfinished bolts have lesser strength because of non-uniform diameter. Riveted joint. It is used for longer time. It's made up of long ductile steel bar called shank or head on one end. Its length should enough that second head could be made. Its design is similar to bolted connection. Why riveted joints are not in use nowadays? Because of: first, trend of high-strength bolts. Second, manpower cost associated with riveting crew. Third, cost associated with careful inspection and removal of improper installed rivets. And last, it is very noisy. Welded joint. In this joint members are joined by weld. There are different types of weld joints. Butt joint, lap joint, corner joint, T-joint, and edge joint. Advantages and disadvantages of welded joints. Advantages are: 1. It economical over all joints. 2. Its efficiency is more than rivet. 3. Fabrication of complete structures. 4. It provides rigid joint. Disadvantages are: 1. Risk of fire. 2. There is no provision of expansion or contraction. 3. Its inspection is difficult and costlier than rivet. 4. Uneven heating and cooling may cause additional stresses. Bolted and welded joint. Most joints are shop welded and field bolted type. They are more cost effective. Better strength and ductility characteristics than fully welded. according to type of internal forces. Shear or semi-rigid or simple joints. It allows the beam end to rotate without a significant restraint. It transfers shear out of beam. Its most common types are double clip, shear end plate, thin plate. Moment, rigid, connections. It designed to resist both moment and shear. It designed to carry the factored moments. Principal reason. Buildings has to resist the effect of lateral forces such as wind and earthquake. According to the type of structural element. Single plate angle connections. Double web angle connections. Top and seated angle connections. Seated beam connections. According to the types of members joining. Beam-to-beam connections. Column-to-column connections, column splices. Beam-to-column connections. Column base plate connections.